the difference. They count.
The President, is that they tend.
One of the red lines of China in their diplomatic relations with any country, including the United States, is the one China policy. That's why when the Speaker of the House of US went to Taiwan, they were called out. And there was no issue.
Mr. President,
and they called, Mr. President, let me finish.
Yes.
They called, and there was a debate. When President Bongbong said we have to prepare, President BBM, nag-statement. So, wala namang issue eh. Eto stand natin, eto stand nila.
Except that, Mr.
What's the
President,
issue there?
my experience with Chinese statements, Mr. President, is that they tend to be inaccurate, or they tend to make wrong, false accusations. Mr. President, I was chairperson of the Council of Asian Liberals and Democrats. Our organization was blacklisted by China. And the accusation was that the Council of Asian Liberals and Democrats, of which I was chairperson, was supporting Taiwanese independence, which was a lie, Mr. President. So I've had experience with Chinese public statements that are false because it serves their interests to promote their one China policy. We respect their one China policy. When I expressed concern about the live military exercise, I did not speak about Taiwan's independence, or I did not speak about, at least from my point of view, it had nothing to do with the one China policy. We were just expressing concern that the live military exercises are creating tension and escalating tension in our region. There was no mention of one China policy, and then they come in and then remind me.
No, Mr. President, that is a standard reminder because they consider Taiwan and the waters in between to be part of China. So, put it another way, Mr. President. Sa kainitan ng secession movement ng Mindanao, kung may statement ang isang opisyal ng China dahil nagpadala tayo ng military sa Marawi, hindi ba ang diplomats natin sa Beijing sasabihin din sa kanila, huwag kayong makialam. Kasi one Philippines to eh. Ang Mindanao ay hindi independent.
Mr. President, I beg to disagree with the comparison. I think, again, ano yan, Atis at Santol, Mr. President. Iba yung sitwasyon dun sa Mindanao, iba naman ang sitwasyon dito sa Taiwan Straits, Mr. President.
Mr. President, that's a
For example, we have about 200,000 overseas Filipinos in Taiwan. And so these live military exercises are a concern because an accident could lead towards, a shooting war, which we would, for the sake of our Filipinos overseas, we would like to ensure that nothing like that happens.
No, I agree with you, Mr. President. And I agree with your statement, and I agree na sana hindi invade yung Taiwan. What I'm saying is it's the duty of their diplomats na sumagot. So if there were 200,000 Chinese in Mindanao, and we had live exercises, i-invade yung Marawi, yung ating diplomat ay aangal pa rin sa Beijing because it's their duty. Diba? But to move on from that, Mr. President, okay, going back to Commodore Tariela, sa resolution nyo po kasi nakalagay dito in their performance of the official duties. So, tinanong ng ambassador ng China sa DFA, official ba yan? Which is tama and normal. Ni BBM, ipare-recall natin yung ambassador natin doon pag hindi siya nagtanong, nag-protest na bakit, at pag hindi sinabing official ba yon. Kasi yung Pangulo natin takes effort and time for good relations despite the dispute. Tapos yung general, naka-uniforme pa siya, on official time, will show this caricature. So, my point, Mr. President, is naghahalo-halo kasi itong resolution na to kung ano tama at mali. Let's assume, I will not grant because hindi ko alam yung statements niyo, Mr. President. I have to admit that, okay? Pero naghahalo din yung statement si Tariela. We cannot pass this resolution saying that Commodore Tariela is correct because he's wrong. If he just simply stated, I love the Philippines, I will fight for our territory, I'll fight for our sovereignty rights, I will do my duty, but sorry, dahil uminit ulo ko, nilabas ko to, pero hindi official yan. Tapos tayo.
We beg to disagree, Mr. President, that Mr. Commodore Tariela is mistaken.
So-
we would not have put this resolution and authored it if we felt
See,
Mr.
so
Tariela.
that's what I want to elicit. So the authors of this resolution is saying, pwede. So kung ang official ng presidente is to have certain decorum sa presidente ng China, pwede yung isang general hindi sumunod. Ang sa kanya, bastusin natin yung Pangulo
Mr.
ng
President,
isang bansa.
that is his interpretation?
No. Bastos yun.
No, that is your interpretation.
No. So if I
No,
ask them
well,
now...
Mr. President, we beg to disagree.
Can you show the slide
Mr.
ulit?
President, we beg
Mr.
to disagree.
President,
The Department of National
Mr. President,
Defense
tignan nyo naman po.
has issued a statement condemning China's remarks, Mr.
No,
President.
we're not talking about... Mr. President, if you look at the DFA, it was also telling Tariela, but not directly.
It says,
It was saying, follow the decorum, Mr. President. Mr. President, kung ganyan ang stand natin, then my staff now can show a meme of you.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, dito ba sa... Let me ask that question.
Mr. President, I am not from China. Why will they put a meme? Why will your staff put
No,
a
it's
meme
not about
towards me?
China. It's about
You're,
decorum.
you're comparing apples
Mr.
and
President,
oranges,
no,
Mr.
no.
President. You are simplifying
Session
what
is
is a
suspended for 1 minute.
complicated international. No, Mr. President, I've made my point. Just for the record also, the resolution does not make mention of the caricature. So I'm not sure
Yes.
where the point of the caricature is being
Mr. President.
pointed out.
I will go there after this point, Mr. President. No. Sir President, Rule 93, acts and language which offend a senator or any public institution shall be deemed parliamentary. From kindergarten, Mr. President, we are taught certain rules. How to address the teacher, how to respect your neighbor, paano i-address yung matatanda, di ba? Ganon din po sa international affairs. You do not mess with their flag and you do not mess with their symbol of authority, their king, sultan, prime minister, or president. That's why in this slide, Mr. President, it is very clear, yung official natin is, despite any dispute, si President Zelensky at President Putin if you put them on the same room, magkakamayan yan. So that's why the question kay Commodore Tariela is, officially sanctioned ba yan? Which tama na tanungin ng Chinese ambassador, bakit? If a general in China makes a caricature of President Bongbong, dapat i-protest ng ating ambassador. At dapat tanungin, official ba yan? Because we cannot look underhanded pagdating po sa international community. Hindi pwede ang Pangulo makikipag-usap na eto walang personalan and then yung general mo, personal. So, I'm sorry I reacted because anyone who sees the caricature is not a flattering caricature. If I do that caricature to any world leader, kahit dito, di ba? The majority leader is smiling. The majority leader and I had a we've known each other since 98. We've never argued with raising our voice. But umabot. I didn't even remember what I said. We apologized to each other. Bakit? Mali. Pero tama yung pinaglalaban mo, bro. Tama pinaglalaban ko. political analyst, di ba? But when you're in uniform, the other countries will ask you, official ba yan? That's standard, Mr. President. Kaya tayo nagkakaproblema.
Mr. President, wala namang problemang magtanong sila. Pero itong mga bitiw na salita nila sa kanilang Facebook official pages ay hindi katanggap-tanggap. Number one. Number two, kahit sa China, Mr. President, kinakarikature ang ating Pangulo ng state-controlled, China state-controlled media. Na alam natin, walang lumalabas dyan na hindi aprobado ng Communist Party. So merong China, Xinhua News, andito si BBM, may caricature, andito rin. So maliwanag, Mr. President, na they too, through their official channels,
Sir President.
come up with caricatures, Mr. President.
Sir President, yun po, with all due respect, Senator Pangilinan, and dapat ina-advisean ng DFA ng tama, hindi po mangga sa mangga o atis sa atis yan. Communist countries, including Vietnam, Cuba, North Korea, pag news outlet nila, although alam natin in reality, may say sila, just like PTB4, in reality, hindi dapat, but in reality, kahit sinong administrasyon ay may say sa PTV4, is not considered track 1. Hindi siya track 1. So kung hindi ka track 1, pwede ka mag-caricature. Media yun eh. Kahit na alam ng Communist Party. So if our diplomat ask, is that official? Sasagutin ka, that's our news. Hindi kami.
Which is Mr. President, and therefore okay lang.
No, it's not okay lang.
Well,
It's not okay lang, Mr. President. But
Why
it is the
when we
international-
defend when our officials caricature, it's not okay. But when their state-controlled news caricatures, it's okay?
No, Mr. President. There is an
Yun naman pala eh.
international...
So what's the issue?
No, Mr. President, there is an international order in foreign relations. And when these countries that control state media do it, it is accepted that it is not track 1. But when democratic countries have generals who do that, it destroys the order. Nagmumukha tayong childish at bata, nasisira po ang kredibilidad mula sa Pangulo hanggang sa Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Kung hindi sila napapahiya na ginagawa ng state news, tayo napapahiya. Kasi walang maniniwala na gagawin ng general yan at hindi siya ipagsosorry, tapos sasabihin hindi siya opisyal.
Well, again, Mr. President, if taken in isolation, and that's the difficulty here, the good senator is taking it in isolation. That was January 14. December pa lang, pinuntirya na ako. Si Senator Risa Ontiveros, the same. Nung nag-statement ang Congressman Laila and Congressman Jokno, tinira rin. So, itong propensity to focus on Tariela because nagre-reklamo on China, it does not present the entire picture, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
This resolution would not have happened if it was just Mr. Tariela, Commodore Tariela they were complaining about.
No, Mr.
But precisely, it is a systematic propaganda campaign to discredit our public officials, to discredit our armed forces, Mr. President. Ganyan ang style. And the statement of the DND, if you look at it, if you read through it, they were saying, and they condemned the lies. Mr. President, they described it as lies, ang nilalabas ng China. And then dito tayo, nagrereklamo sila dahil dito sa caricature. Sana naman medyo patas tayo dahil dito naman tayo sa atin, Mr. President. Suportahan naman natin yung ating Coast Guard. Sila ang tumataya dyan eh. At suportahan natin ang DND at ang ating men in uniform. Yun ang ating
Mr. President.
kagustuhan para maipasa itong resolusyon na ito that we stand behind our men in uniform. We oppose and we condemn the lies, the disinformation, and the maligning being undertaken by China against the senators, against congressmen, against our men in uniform. Mr. President, ganun lang kasimple ito. Hindi na dapat pinahaba pa at pinatatagal pa to, Mr. President.
Mr. President, that's his opinion. that hindi to pwedeng pahabain. This affects OFWs. This affects our ailing economy. This affects our being a Christian nation. This affects moral ascendancy. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin dahil mali kayo, mali na rin gagawin ko. Dahil ang Coast Guard tama, yung isang general na ng bastos, okay. So I take offense sa sabihin, dito naman kayo sa amin. Protektahan nyo naman Coast Guard. Kailan namin hindi protektahan ng Coast Guard, Mr. President? We are for the Coast Guard, Mr. President. But if one of their generals went over the line and did something that is wrong, childish, undiplomatic, reckless, unprofessional, it's also our duty. Did we file a resolution here to ask someone to correct him? Hindi po. Kasi hindi na namin kailangan ng rest back ng Senado. Pag kami nakakapag-debate sa Russian ambassador, American ambassador, hindi namin kailangan rest back ng Senate. Especially kung tama kami. But what we're asking sa resolution to is rest back ng buong Senado. Which I'll go to the other point because hindi tayo magkasundo dyan. So tingin nyo tama, bahala kayo. Because may mga anak kayo, may mga apo, tayong lahat. Dadating tayo dyan. Pwede mo ba sabihin sa anak mo, anak, pag mali sila, gumawa ka na rin ng mali. Anak, okay lang mang bastos kasi mas bastos sila eh. Anak, okay lang mag-bully kasi mas bully sila. Ako, hindi ko sasabihin yon. Ako, sasabihin ko,
At hindi yun ang sinasabi.
hindi, yun ang sinasabi mo, Mr. President, and I'm
No,
not yet
Mr.
finished.
President. Of
Kasi
course
you said, tama
We
si
beg to
Tariela.
disagree,
Mr. President, I'm not yet finished. No?
Well, we beg to
So,
disagree.
Mr. President, this is the question. The resolution question statement. Sabi dito, whereas, in response to the public statements of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, etc., etc., walang naka-attach ko anong statements nila. So, paano tayo magdidebate dito? That's why mahaba to eh. Mga pang-3 araw to, iniisa-isa ko yung statements. Pinapakuha ko sa staff. Nagsumulala ako kay Tariela because tinitingnan ko statements ni Senator Risa. I think that's within her rights. She's been consistent with some of her... I may agree or disagree, but yun ang statement niya. I've been looking at the statement of the gentleman from Pampanga. You're a senator, you're a patriot. But yung kay Tariela, nakita ko kaagad eh. Tama yung iba niyang mga statements, pero mali yung ginawa niya na ganyan ang gagawin mo. Kasi pag ginawa kay President Bongbong yon, regardless kung opposition ako administrasyon, pagtatanggol ko siya. Dahil mali eh. Ang mali is mali. Hindi pwedeng mali sila, mali na rin tayo. Tama sila, tama tayo. May tama tayo niyan. So Mr. President, this is the question. How will we discuss and vote on this? Kung wala naman dito yung statements na kine-question natin. So will the gentleman attach these questions and furnish the members of this chamber? I don't think we ever passed a resolution. This is just 30 seconds, tapos na ako. On this point, we've never passed a resolution condemning anything without specifying what we're condemning. So, pwede bang sabihin, hindi ko gusto yung sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta sa CA. Hindi po. I saw the statement of Senator Lacson. I saw the other statements. Specify nila kung ano sinabi niya. Nakita ko statement ni Senator Marcoleta, clarify niya. At least malinaw. Eto parang carte blanche na lang. Lahat ng sabihin ng Chinese ambassador, mali. Paano kung sinabi niya, good morning? Paano kung sinabi niya, ni hao, good morning? Kinokondemn natin yon? Bawal na mag-good morning sa Pilipinas? Oh, you might say it's obvious na hindi yun ang kinokondemn. There's no such thing as obvious. The records of the Senate will bear this resolution and the discussions in this August hall. But anyone can add and subtract if it's general. So which statements are we talking about so that we in the minority, in the opposition, can be able to debate? That's why I started out today by simply saying, pagdating sa South China Sea, sa West Philippine Sea, nagkakaisa tayo, magkakasama tayo. Atin ito, ipaglaban natin to. Pero pagdating sa bastusan, out kami dyan. Kasi yung tama is tama, mali is mali. So ang question po ngayon, what will we do, gentleman from the esteemed senator, gentleman from Pampanga and the author, will you supply us or will we annex or add whereases so that we will see ano ba tong statements na to?
Mr. President, I think the whereases are clear. And just a little bit of research on the part of the researchers will confirm what we are referring to. We don't need to annex all of them, Mr. President. For example, in response to the public statements of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China that opposed and criticized these positions and questioned the propriety of Philippine officials expressing such views in the performance. So it's specified, the nature of the statements. So a little bit of research, malalaman mo na which statements were these, because this
Point
refers
of order, Mr. President. Point of order.
What is the point of order? Of
The statements of Senator Pangilinan, the nature of his statements. Kayo na mag-research kung ano statements na yun, Mr. President. Sabi niya, pwede daw yun eh.
Mr. President,
I-research na lang daw natin.
I'm not yet done.
No, that's why I gave
Philippine
you,
officials,
Mr. President,
including
that's why I
members,
gave a point of
members
order.
of the Senate. May I just be, I am still
It's a
speaking,
point of order, Mr. President. A point of order precedes your precedence.
Mr. President,
Maybe Mr. President, maybe ask the minority floor leader to state the point of order. Which part of the rules was
Sige, Mr. President.
which part of the rules was
Wala.
violated?
I'm making a point, Mr. President, that you cannot make a motion and then say, i-research mo na lang yung laman.
Meet the brand new Wondershare UniConverter 14, the all-in-one video toolbox to convert, compress, edit videos, and much more.
Of asking some clarificatory questions to the one of the principal authors and the distinguished gentleman from Pampanga and the rest of the Philippines.
most willingly to our minority leader and the gentleman from Taguig and Pateros.
Yes. Thank you. Mr. President, with the permission of Senator Pangilinan, may I start by asking just some preliminary questions, just to set the tone and the environment. Let me start by saying that the gentleman is a friend, helped my sister a lot when she was the first time she ran for the Senate. In the last 10, 12 years, we have not agreed on many things on politics between me and the gentleman. Yet we have worked on many things together. Both of us had the privilege of being in the cabinet, him during as presidential advisor on agriculture, myself on the foreign affairs. But the most significant thing is that we are brothers in Christ, correct?
Amen.
Yes. So I take that as a yes, the amen. So as brothers in Christ, we both believe that Jeremiah 29:11 is true. When God said, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future," that refers to the Philippines, as it refers to other nations, correct?
That is correct.
Yes. And part of the future and hope that God is giving us is also to secure our territory. Am I correct there?
That is correct.
Yes. And also to secure the benefits of our sovereign rights.
That is correct, Mr. President.
And of course, kasama rin po doon yung responsibilities natin sa sovereign rights. For example, managing the ecosystem in the West Philippine Sea, South China Sea.
That is correct, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I know the answer to this, but let me ask it anyway. The gentleman from Pampanga, being from a city councilor to senator of this republic to a cabinet member, you do share the view that sending millions of Filipinos out of the Philippines because there's no work here is not sustainable. We have to come to a turning point where there are quality jobs in our country, correct?
That is correct, and I believe agriculture and fisheries modernization would be key to bringing our overseas Filipino workers back because that will be sustainable economic growth should we focus on agriculture and fisheries, Mr. President, as a path to modernization and sustainable economic growth.
Actually, the gentleman answered my follow-up question because my follow-up question was that precisely that I know his passion for agriculture. I think that's been a 15, 20, 25-year passion of the gentleman.
A decade and a half, about
A decade
15,
and a half,
about
no?
15 years.
And of course, fisheries. Very, very much underestimated yung potential ng fisheries. Of course, we can expand that to sana bumalik yung manufacturing, sana ang ating pong mga creative, no? Whether yung mga gumagawa ng games, whether po yung ating mga fashion designers, whether po yung ating visual artist or yung mga painters, sculptures, sana magkaroon ng break worldwide, and that would also bring in the income and hopefully less sending of Filipinos abroad. Yes.
Yes, agreed.
So having said that, but while we do have more than 10 million Filipinos abroad, you do agree that it is our responsibility to look after their welfare. While they are there, the millions abroad, and I know the answer is obvious because the gentleman has also stood up, no, to protect and to defend our
That is correct,
our
Mr. President.
OFWs, no. And one way of protecting them is through diplomatic ties, correct?
Definitely, Mr.
Yes.
President.
So, Mr. President, would it be possible to have a problem with another country in one aspect of the relationship, but continue to grow your relationship on other aspects, no? So, for example, you have a dispute on trade, but in terms of migration, you have very good agreements. In terms of scholarships or people-to-people relations, maganda yan, di ba? So, pwede po ba yun? Pwede ho bang may alitan, may dispute tayo sa isang country, pero maganda pa rin ang relationship natin?
In other aspects, Mr. President, yes, that is possible. In fact, the issues, for example, of Japan and China, with respect to territorial disputes, is separate and distinct from their trade relations, Mr. President. So yes, these disputes can coincide with healthy relations in other aspects of trade, foreign exchange, cultural exchange, among others, Mr. President. That's correct.
So, Mr. President, these are all preliminary, and I hope you give me a little bit of latitude on it. But to go straight to the point, can we have good relationship with China despite our dispute in the West Philippine Sea and the South China Sea?
Up to a certain extent that, yes, definitely. We hope we could be able to distinguish between our territorial disputes as well as, for example, our desire for greater trade with China. Mr. President, we'd like to see something like that, yes.
So I thank you for your answer, and I think it is perfectly correct because we do have very, very good relationships with Malaysia and Vietnam, despite our dispute with them in the West Philippine Sea, the South China Sea. In fact, sa Malaysia, we have two disputes. We have dispute in the West Philippine Sea, but we also have dispute about Sabah.
That's correct.
No? Of course, they do not recognize that we do have a dispute regarding Sabah because as far as they're concerned, there was a UN referendum and that's done, di ba? So there can be a dispute despite the fact that the other side says walang dispute, tapos na to.
Well, yes, definitely.
Yes. So could it be possible, Mr. President, that marami sa atin pare-pareho ang stand? To simplify, atin to. Atin to. I will not go into the details that Senator Marcoleta went into or His Honor or others where you look at the legal basis of the different entitlements and territory. I think mahaba po yun. No? If you go to the Treaty of Paris, the amendments, the difference between territory and sovereign rights, mahaba yon. But would it be possible na pareho tayo ng stand, atin to, pero iba lang tayo ng approach kung paano ma-secure ang benefits ng atin ito?
Well, definitely, Mr. President, we are in a democracy. we can agree, but at the same time have differences in approaches, Mr. President. We can agree on a fundamental principle that the exclusive economic zone
Pecha de peligro? Delikado? Relax ka lang. Di ka naipit pag-ipit with G-Credit. Itawid natin yung essentials mo. Buksan ang GCash. Itap ang borrow, tapos G-Credit. Kung eligible ka, may credit limit kang up to 50,000. Ayos, di ba? Pwedeng-pwede pang grocery o bills. As low as 1.70 pesos daily interest lang kada 1,000 pesos. Mas mura pa sa candy. Pay later dahil pwedeng bayaran on or before the due date. Pag di pa kaya ng buo, pwedeng 10% muna para magaan sa bulsa. Tuwing nagigipit, may tatawid natin yan with G-Credit.
We have a joint strategy with ASEAN, which is quite common knowledge, but then ang problema when we talk about strategy in public, nakikita din ng kabila. But I guess there'll be parts of it that we will nadadaanan natin, Your Honor. But if ever there's something deep about the strategy na dapat hindi in public, please just correct me, or I will state that I will not discuss on that matter because I don't think it will be in our interest to do so. But I want to dwell muna dun sa point that we can agree and disagree. We can love the Philippines, protect our territory, secure the victory under UNCLOS, under the arbitral ruling, under international law, but yet magkakampi tayo. Pero kasi tignan nyo tong article na to. Sabi po nung dating secretary ng Presidential Advisor on Political Affairs, hold the senadors accountable. So, as far as he is concerned, anyone who did not sign the resolution is pro-China. I dare ask, do you agree, Your Honor?
I do not agree. In fact, I manifested when we sponsored the measure that the final determination of whether you are for or against the resolution is not in the being an introducer, but in voting whether for or against the resolution, which comes after.
Thank you for that, Mr. President, with a little bit of modification. Because if the resolution was like the resolutions in the 19th Congress, that was explicit on the Philippine official stand, then we will be unanimous. But the resolution is on statements, not on our stand. That's where, personal ko to, this is not the whole minority. Yun ang gusto kong linawin. Ang resolution na to ay tungkol sa sagutan ng mga opisyal ng Pilipinas at ng top diplomat na nandito sa Pilipinas ng China. As far as I'm concerned, hindi to tungkol sa stand natin. But this is the incredible thing, Mr. President. I remember the time that I hanged out a lot with Senator Lacson. Doon ko natutunan na sa House kasi wala or iba yung terminology. Sa Senate meron OB, official business. So kung may session tayo, pero let's say may international conference, OB ka, official business, di ba? Or we don't allow hearings na kasabay nung plenary, but if there was something in Malacanang, between the House, the Senate, or the Judiciary, the Senate, Malacanang, pwede ka magpa-OB. But there is another kind of OB, yung opportunistang balimbing. No? What do I mean by that? May I ask, Mr. President, honored gentleman, are you familiar with the stand of Secretary Llamas regarding the West Philippine Sea? It's okay if you're not. I'm just wondering if you're familiar.
I'm not familiar, Mr. President.
Today, he is one of the most ardent voices, the most firm voice about confronting China. At yung hindi mag-confront sa China ay Chinador or pro-China. That's a funny thing because before the arbitral ruling was filed, he sought me out. Sabi niya, Alan, mali approach ni Pinoy. Dapat kinakausap ang mga Chinese. Kung gusto mo, iset up ko yung meeting between you and the Chinese ambassador. And he did. And then sabi niya sa akin, Alan, ang Chinese may ibang kultura. Kakausapin mo yan bilateral. Hindi pwedeng multilateral. Isasama natin ang kano, mapapahamak tayo. He told me that. He met me after the meeting with the Chinese ambassador. This was during the time of President Pinoy. I think in the arbitral award, if I'm not mistaken, Senator, you were still in the Senate, no? You were in the cabinet yet, eh?
No, I was no longer...
You were already... Yung award... we-
2016.
no, we filed
The award was
2012.
2016.
2012 yung standoff, eh.
Yes.
So you were still in the Senate, no?
The first 3 years of my third term.
Yes. So I was minority leader noon. So by virtue of that, I was in the National Security Council. And Ronald Llamas were looking for anyone and everyone who would listen to him to talk to whoever to convince President Pinoy not to file the arbitral case, not to go, and to have bilateral talks. So let me just mention, Mr. President, that what is seen in public, in Facebook, in vlogs, is very, very far from what is discussed in the halls of power and between professionals. I mean, here in Senate, we know where we disagree, we know where we will agree, di ba? So for example, if you talk about divorce, we will know who is pro and anti. So yung pro, gusto niya mapasa yung batas na pwede ng divorce. Yung anti, ayaw. Meron namang pro-divorce, pero ayaw na no-fault divorce. Ibig sabihin, kailangan may grounds. So, masalimuot ang issues, no? Anong point ko doon, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, dear Senator Pangilinan? A issue this complex, we should simplify so that people, especially students, would know that, we shouldn't be, dapat walang divide and rule, dapat hindi tayo magpabaya, dapat always tayo on guard. But is it productive na just because you don't agree on a certain point, siya pro-China, ikaw, di ba? So, let me ask you this question. Can you be pro-Philippines without being anti-China?
Well, that's a general proposition, so I will have to answer with a qualification, Mr. President.
That's okay, Mr. President.
Yes.
Ito naman, opinion lang naman natin dalawa.
It'll be difficult to be out and out pro-China, especially when it comes to policies that affect our national interests. So I will have to qualify that you can be pro-Philippines without being anti-China as a general proposition, but when a conflict arises, obviously, between China's interests and ours, then clearly we stand by the national interest.
So, meaning, Mr. President, it's like watching a basketball game between the Philippines and China. I'm pro-Philippines, and then in the game, of course, I will cheer for the Philippines, but I don't hate China. Di ba? Pero dun sa specific interest natin, so for example, if I have to negotiate a trade deal, I will be pro-Philippines. Di ba? Now, if it can be a win-win, why not? No? So ang point ko,
With Agoda in your hands, your next trip is easy and affordable. Don't wait, see the world for less. Book now.
Villanueva runs for mayor of Taguig and I run for mayor of Taguig. Only one will win. But in diplomacy, it's not a zero-sum game. Diba? It's a continuous dialogue, continuous communication, and there are times that we shout at each other. There's time that you hate the situation. So I'm not even talking about being pro-China. So what I'm saying is that we deal with our problems with Vietnam But we're pro-Philippines, but we're not anti-Vietnam.
Nabanggit ni ginoong minority leader yung basketball. In fact, ako may halimbawa. Last Tuesday, nung matapos yung aming balitaktakan ni Senator Marcoleta, yung
place that on record or an annex or something to that effect.
subject
Will
to
you-
style, Mr. President, if the good gentleman from Taguig and Pateros will be willing to adopt this subject to style after we manifest what will be included in the agenda, the addendum, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I
Because
don't...
my concern, Mr. President, is the good gentleman, of course, that this is prerogative. If he wishes to request it, that a clean copy be produced, and therefore they can go through it, etc., then we will not be able to adopt it today, Mr. President. Maybe not even tomorrow, I don't know, because there might be another reason for
Mr.
us not to
President.
adopt it, Mr. President.
All right,
Mr.
Senator.
President, this is not a bill, it's a resolution. So, the clean copy, we've done it before on the screen.
Yeah, we can do that.
Wala
now.
naman second, third reading, Mr.
All right.
President. In fact, I'm offering to shorten my interpellation.
Interpellation.
I just
All right.
have one or two questions about the whereas clause and the resolution clause, Mr. President. Then, but Mr. President, you know, it's not personal and it's not about this topic. It's really about proper order in the resolution. Mas maganda isang bunutan ng resolution. We know what we're condemning.
Yes, Mr. President, and we appreciate the points raised by the good minority leader, just as I hope he appreciates that this is the third request to postpone the matter in terms of voting. So I hope he understands we'd like to vote on this matter already.
Yeah. Mr. President, not to prolong, but why is there a request to postpone? Because we requested a hearing. And it's very interesting, Mr. President. Ang tinatch pa lang natin, Commodore Tariela, ang tinatch pa lang natin is kung may latches or tinatch pa lang natin certain things, Mr. President. Wala pa nga tayo dun sa territory at saka sovereign rights eh. Di ba? So in the view of the minority, we're not actually delaying, it's speeding it up by discussing it here. Because if you ask me, I'd rather we have a hearing on it. And again, to put it on the record, Mr. President, magkakampi tayo pagdating po sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, Mr. President. The chairman of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Tulfo, asked for a ceasefire. And I can see his two hats. As a senator, gusto niyang sagutin in the strongest manner the Chinese ambassador and embassy. But as the chairman of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, he has to have another hat, which is to look at the economic, the cultural, the tourism, other things, Mr. President. So, hindi to pabilisan na mapasa ngayon because rest back nga ito ng Senado eh. So, if it was an argument between Senator Risa, Senator Kiko, and the Chinese embassy, but if it's an argument between the Senate and the Chinese embassy, this escalates it, Mr. President. That's why I'm a little bit cautious on that. So if I have an argument, let's say, with the embassy of Israel or with Iran, same example, puno ng mangga, nag-aaway kami ni Senator Majority Leader, no? And kampi siya sa kanya yung isang gobyerno at nag-away kami. Once I file the resolution, Mr. President, mabigat kahit na ito'y tinatawag lang na sense of the Senate. It's the Senate as an institution. Eh. So now the Chinese embassy has to deal with that all the way up their chain to the foreign minister, to the member of Politburo in charge of foreign affairs, to the president. So if the Chinese government does the same, it doesn't end to our ambassador. Huh? It goes to our foreign secretary. It goes to President Bongbong. So that's the reality there, Mr. President. But I don't intend to delay this or I intend to exhaust the discussion, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President, we understand the point raised by the good minority leader, except that, like I said, this has been postponed upon the request of this good senator 3 times already. So that's why I hope he understands when I am appealing to him that hindi natin minamadali ito. Kung minadali natin ito, dapat hindi 3 postponement na pumayag tayo. In good faith, Mr. President.
Mr. President, iba lang definition namin minamadali kasi kung may hearing to, mas tatagal pero malalim ang discussion natin. Having said that, I understand where the senator is coming from dahil siya po ang may kasagutan. No?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Can I go to the point of the whereas clause that talks about the official duties and functions, no? So is it the official duty of Commodore Tariela to come out with a caricature against the Chinese president?
May we know what whereas clause you're pertaining to? What number in the first page?
The second one, Mr. President, the Philippine officials, including members, Senate, House, and other government, made pronouncements on matters affecting national security, maritime interest in the lawful performance of their official duties and functions. So, Mr. President, I've monitored yung kay SND, sa DND. I agree with some iba may question, kulang ako sa info. So, hindi ko na tinanong yon. And when SND speaks, he's the alter ego of the President. But when Commodore Tariela speaks, I want to know, is that for the task force? Is that for DFA? Is that for the Office of the President? Or is that for the Coast Guard? Because, Mr. President, official duties and functions, yun precisely ang tanong parate sa Department of Ministries of Foreign Affairs, kung official o hindi. And usually we answer. So eto bang mga caricatures na to ay kay Commodore Tariela lang? Or eto ba ay official policy natin?
Yes, Mr. President, my understanding is the statement issued and the caricature that was presented was undertaken during a Track 2 event in St. Benilde's. Track 2 would be a informal academic discussion, Mr. President. So, in that sense, Mr. President, we see no reason why that should have been avoided, Mr. President.
Mr.
It's an
President.
informal academic discussion, Mr. President.
Sir President, when you're a general, Commodore, wearing your uniform, hindi po track 2 or 1.5 yon. Tatanungin ka talaga ng embassy. So kung meron general sa China na pumunta sa Harvard University or sa University of Tokyo or kahit anong university sa China at may caricature ni President Bongbong, hindi pwedeng ang sagot track 2 yon. Ang tanong, was that official or not? Diba? So sumagot na si Commodore Tariela, I will follow the President. The President has exercised patience and decorum despite standing up for the territory of our country. It's very important that we make it clear here. So if my staff, who is a member of the Senate, goes to a track 2, tapos may caricature siya ng kahit sino sa mga senador dito, papagalitan ko siya at sasabihin ko, subject ka ng Ethics Committee. Lalo kung naka-uniform siya at nakalagay Senate of the Philippines or Office of Senator Alan. I cannot answer you na this is democracy, Mr. Siguro pwede nating sabihin yan ay hindi official ng Senate, pwede. Pero pag nagsalita siya sa stand, tapos meron siyang caricature nung lahat ng senador na anti o pro-divorce, tapos naka-office of Alan Peter Cayetano, subject siya sa Ethics Committee natin, Mr. President. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin track 2 yun. No? So, we
Well,
can...
apart from that, Mr. President, if I may add, after that statement was released, Malacanang issued a statement, and Malacanang did not reject, did not castigate, did not rebuke Commodore Tariela. So I will take it as that, Mr. President, na nagsalita ng Malacanang about the issue, and there was no condemnation or rebuke by Malacanang of the statement of Commodore Tariela. So I will take it as that, Mr. President. It is not, it is official, and Malacanang tacitly, impliedly, did not reject it, Mr. President. So we take it as official.
Sir President,
And if the good senator disagrees with it, as China disagrees with it, then that's he's free to do so, Mr. President. But Malacanang has spoken, and the Commodore Tariela, Malacanang has the president has supervision and control over members of the Coast Guard, including Commodore Tariela. If he found it objectionable, then maybe the course of action is for Malacanang, the Office of the President, to file the necessary administrative cases. Wala naman eh. Ang nagrereklamo yung China.
Sir President,
Walang reklamo ang Office of the President o ang Coast Guard, Mr. President. Ang China ang nagrereklamo.
Sir President, may I respond?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. President, the Filipino people ayaw ng bastos. Pwede tayo mag-disagree, pero follow the proper order and decorum. And being a former Secretary of Foreign Affairs, ang trabaho ng DFA, hindi nga zero-sum game. Magkakampi tayo, walang question pagdating sa territory sovereignty. Nagkakaiba tayo ng approach, pero sana magkaisa tayo na pag mali ang ginawa ng isang empleyado, ay mali. Kasi nga maraming nanonood sa atin ngayon. So kung bukas maraming lalabas na meme, democracy yon. Pero kung staff mismo natin ang magmi-meme sa atin at dito sa session hall, tapos sasabihin natin, pwedeng gawin ng general, pwedeng gawin ng staff, mabigat po yon. Look at the official statement of DFA. At the same time, while the Philippine values debate on our difference in national position, the department recognizes the need for sober, professional, and respectful exchanges in the public sphere. Such is not contradictory to national interest. Siyempre po, Mr. President, hindi pwedeng pangunahan ng DFA ang presidente. Alter ego lang yun, dinatanggal yun.
Exactly.
Pero hindi exactly, Mr. President. Nanginginig ngayon. Nag-cringe ang mga taga-DFA kung sasabihin natin track 2 yan o track 1.5 at nag-cringe sila pag sinabing ang general ay pwedeng mag-caricature ng leader or flag ng ibang bansa. Because we are part of the United Nations. We are part of the civilized society. Hindi tayo fraternity na rumble na kahit anong gawin ng ating kasama pag mali. Sa resolution na to nakalagay dyan, performance of their official duties. Bakit napakahirap nating sagutin kung official to o hindi? At
Mr.
kung mali,
President, if I
Mr.
may.
President, may I finish? I
Kasi-
allow the gentleman
kasi
to finish.
sasagutin ko na yung point niya.
You can answer after me. That is the
Okay.
decorum here. Do you want to see a meme? Oh, di ba? So, yun nga ang wala tayong bastusan. We follow the decorum, we follow the proper order. But ang sagot parate, China ang umaangal dyan. Wala po tayong angal sa ginagawa ni Commodore Tariela pagdating sa ating national territory. Wala tayong angal po sa ginagawa niyang information campaign. Wala po tayong angal sa pag-build ng Coast Guard, sa pag-aangal sa mga nangyayari tungkol sa skirmishes with the Chinese Coast Guard, no? Mr. President, sa Philippine News Agency, January 29, when asked about the President's stance on the West Philippine Sea issue, Yuse Claire Castro said, BBM wants the government to remain firm but in a diplomatic manner. Hindi po diplomatic. Mr. President, Senator Soto knows this. I've been at his side many, many times, but I've been in his face on the opposite side. When I was minority leader, siya majority leader. This is the first time I had the pleasure na siya ang Senate President ko because I was not in the Senate noon. But never ako binastos ng staff niyo, Senator. Even dito sa mga rumors, etc., pag lumapit ako sa opisina niyo, very diplomatic ang inyong opisina. And I hope my staff din. Sinabi ko rin sa staff ko yun, kahit anong away namin ng mga senador, hindi kayo pwedeng makialam. Nung nagsuguran kami ni Majority Leader, Sergeant at Arms at kapwa senador lang dito, walang sumugod na staff ni Senator Mix, walang sumugod na staff ko. Because may tamang order, Mr. President. So ang problema, maraming nanonood sa atin, hindi natin, bakit ba napakahirap sabihin na Commodore Tariela, 99.9% ng ginagawa mo, tama. Pero medyo sumobre. Medyo naging over-eager ka. Eh, hindi lang si President Xi yun simbolo ng China yun. Di ba? So yes, we're mad about their propaganda, we're mad about their threats, we're mad about what's happening, etc. But you don't want it to be an all-out debate about everything under the sun. You want talks on tourism. You want talks on OFWs. There's also hundreds of thousands of Filipinos in Hong Kong, in Macau, and kahit undocumented, marami din sa Shanghai, meron din sa Beijing. Di ba? So, we want that level of civility. Yun lang naman ang tinatanong Can the Senate not condemn those who are to be condemned because mali kung paano kausapin, ituring, ipaglaban ang stand sa mga senador natin? Pero yung isa nating empleyado o kapwa-empleyado na Commodore sa Coast Guard, hindi ba natin pwedeng sabihin, Sir, we respect you, pero wag kang pupunta sa university naka-uniforme, tapos ganyan ang presentation mo. Un-Filipino yun. Medyo masama ang dating.
Mr.
Yun
President,
lang naman issue doon,
yes,
Mr. President.
Just to place it on record, para klaro din sa mga nakikinig, walang banggit ni Commodore Tariela sa resolution. Wala. So, hindi ito tungkol kay Tariela. Kasi kung kay Tariela lang po tayo, medyo nalilihis dun sa mas malawig na usapin ng resolusyon. So walang pangalan ni Tariela, Commodore Tariela rito. Number one. Having said that, tinanong ang Malacanang at tungkol nga sa mga bitiw na salita ng mga opisyal. And I quote, when pressed whether the President stands by the statement of Philippine officials on the West Philippine issue, Castro said yes. So whatever our agencies are doing to fight for the interests of our country, that's what the President wants. And that's also what he has ordered. So if the President found Commodore Tariela's statement as unpalatable or unacceptable, then he should have said so. He did not. So having said that, again, I will reiterate, if he was wrong, then Malacanang should have castigated him and reprimanded him. Malacanang, in fact, supported the statements of the officials, official statements. So I think this should...
Bawat opisyal, lahat tayong question doon. Nagkakaisa tayo lahat. Lahat tayo nagsasabing atin to. Whether we mean atin to in terms of territory or whether we mean sovereign rights. Kung ang sinasabi ng gentleman from Pampanga wala ang pangalan ni Commodore Tariela dito, so wag natin pag-usapan, ang problema po, mali ang argument niya kasi walang pangalan ni isa dito sa resolution na to. Di wala tayong pinag-uusapan kahit anong opisyal ng Pilipinas dito. You know, sabi niya,
Members of the House?
Mr. President,
Members
I'm
of
not
the
yet
Senate?
finished. Please don't interrupt. Konting decorum lang tayo po. Di ba? Kasi maraming gagaya sa atin po dito. Ang nakalagay po dito, members of the Senate and the House and other government officials. Wala pong pangalan ang senador, wala pong pangalan ang congressman, pero meron other government officials. Hindi ba ho other si Commodore Tariela? That's why I was asking, when we talk about official duties and functions, linawin natin. So kung attending forums is part of his duty, I will support that. If his presentation is the Treaty of Paris, the amendments with the United States, the UNCLOS 1, 2, and 3, kung papakita niya yung arbitral award, kung papakita niya kung paano kinakawawa ang ating mga Coast Guard, then let's do it. If we have to inform our people more and be on TV programs, etc. Ang question, a picture paints 1,000 words. So, para mong sinabing wala ka namang tinawag na magnanakaw. Pero yung caricature mo, nagnanakaw siya. Sinabi mo, wala kang tinawag na corrupt. Pero yung picture na nilagay mo doon, corrupt. So, reciprocity is basic sa DFA, sa Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Whatever we say here, the United States is watching, France is watching, Israel is watching, Palestine is watching. So I don't want these countries to do a caricature of President BBM and then sabihin nila, sabi naman nyo sa Senado, okay to eh. Di ba? That's why I'm clarifying. Official ba to? Hindi ba napakahirap sabihin ng hindi official yan? Kasi ang kasunod lang simple nun, wag siya mag-uniforme at wag siyang magpapakilala during that event na spokesman siya. Di ba? Ngayon, Mr. President, will his presentation be diluted in any manner if he didn't show that caricature? Hindi naman eh. Hindi naman. So, the gentleman keeps asking me about the other members of the House of Senate. Kung wala akong nakikita problema doon or hindi ko pa napag-aaralan yun, that's beside the point. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, what is all over the news na minomonitor ng lahat ng ASEAN countries, minomonitor ng trade attaches nila, minomonitor ng labor attaches ng iba't ibang bansa para makita ang Pilipinas ba, ano ba values nito? Marunong ba to sa diplomatic, hindi lang niceties rules to and everything, Mr. President. That's why, kaya humaba yung discussion, simple lang ang tanong ko Official duty ba ng isang general maglabas ng caricature ng Pangulo ng ibang bansa? Kasi obvious ang sagot doon, hindi. Hindi sagot doon kung ano sabihin ng Malacanang. Maraming sinabi si Duterte na sinabi ng Congress before, mali yun. Di ba? Hindi naman natin sinagot dito sa Senate na basta't sinabi ni Duterte, tama. Basta't sinabi ni Arroyo, tama. Basta't sabihin ni Pinoy, tama. Hindi. Kaya nga may Senado May check and may balance. So pag yung isa sumobra, pag sumobra Supreme Court, may check. Pag sumobra Congress, may check. Pag sumobra ang executive, may check. Second, you have to look at the character, demeanor of not the office of the President, but the President himself. The President himself, hindi niya style to call out employees in public.